I grew up years ago in South Carolina, and a lot of people ask me, and over the years they've said, "Well, Joey, who's your mentor, or who's the one that you look up to the most?" My hero was my dad, and there's a lot of reasons for that. My dad believed in honesty, doing the right thing, and being on time, and those were drilled into me 7 days a week. So here's another fish. Here's a big one. This one's for my dad, by the way. This one's for my dad. My dad's fishing with me right now. Okay, look at that one. Now we're getting bigger. Okay, that's for my dad today. We did fishing together, and we go to Santee. And back then, you could use 4 poles between the two of us. You could fish 2 poles. We had 1 rod and reel between us. It was a Mitchell 300, and we had 3 cane poles. We rented a boat for $3, a little wooden boat with a 7.5 horsepower motor. We'd get out there and we'd be fishing. And one of the things I remember about the trip, my mama always packed lunch. She packed lunch for us. And if you can imagine the thinnest piece of ham that's ever been cut, that was what was on our sandwich. We had 1 piece of ham, but you know what? It's probably the best sandwiches I've ever eaten. A lot of good memories there. As I got older, my dad, honesty, everything kept coming to play. And he retired from working at a paper mill. And he believed in giving back to the community. And that was a big deal for my dad. He made little wooden objects. He was extremely talented with his hands, and he had woodworking equipment. He would cut out little bunny rabbits out of wood, and he'd give it to everybody. Happy Easter. If you were sick in my hometown, my dad made something for you out of wood, and he'd put your name and carve it with the little wood carver. And very important to him. The other thing my dad did, he went to the retirement homes, the old folks' homes, you know, the older people live there. He would play the piano and sing for them. He did this 3-4 days a week for up to 3 or 4 hours a day. I used to go with him some, and it was like Santa Claus was coming to see these people. You know, a lot of people, they were in wheelchairs, they were disabled, and my dad took the time to spend days and days and days taking care of these people. I remember back when I first moved down here, I worked with Camp Sunshine, Camp for Children with Cancer. Had a tournament on West Point Lake, and it was going to be a pretty big tournament. Invited my dad. All he could say was, "I am so proud of you. This is great. You're proud of what you're doing for the kids." But he said, "You know what? You can do a lot more than I ever could for people." And I shook my head. I didn't understand. He said, "Joey, you've got a TV show, and you're in front of a lot of people, and you can get a lot of people involved to help people." And, you know, I look back on that, and my dad was right. He was right. He put the challenge to me, and quite honestly, you want to make your dad proud. And my dad was 5'6", tallest man I know. He's a great man. Miss my dad, love my dad. This one's for you.